first travel adventure video. I love traveling and discovering some very nice places that you would go and that you find only when you're in the city, because they're not popular, because they're not the base of that specific place or the tourist places that everybody wants to see and take a picture of. So with that in mind, if you want to have a video and you want to see a video of the city of Bamberg in Germany and what we did and what we enjoyed, just keep watching. So Bamberg is a very nice city. It's rather big and there's a lot to do in it. So I definitely recommend that if you're coming to visit, you stay for a couple of days in the city. Now it's amazing because most things on one side of the river are historical and old, and most things on the other side of the river still keep within the theme, but they're newer than what you have on the other side. There's plenty to see in Bamberg, and this is my first tip. When you get to the city, try and get some of these. The information center on the Bamberg City, it's amazing. You can get all these pamphlets. Some of them you have to pay for, some of them you don't. For instance, this guide I did had to pay for, but it has everything and anything in the city of Bamberg that you would like to visit, as well as in the outsides of the city of Bamberg. And it sort of guides you. It's 127 color prints, and it's in English. It says American and British as well. I don't remember how much it cost me, but it couldn't have been more than €10. And it is worth it, because if you go back to the city, you still have plenty of things to do that are in this guide that you want to. And if not, then you know what you can see and you can prioritize what you want to see in that trip. So that's amazing. You also have some cultural ones in German. So if you know German, this will come in handy very much. And the world of beer tours. There's also a bigger one that has a lot more pictures and stuff like that if you're a fan. I personally love to collect these things as sort of like a memory mural. There's very many things that you can do in the city. So for starters, try and go to an information center. It's going to save you a lot of time, and at the same time, it's going to save you time as well when you go inside the city and try to explore. Number two, if you can learn some German, do it, because most of the tours in Bamberg City are going to be in German for the historical museum, the new residences, the old residences, and most of the things around you are going to be in German. Yes, the servers and the staff for various restaurants mostly know English, but it helps if you know some German and try to communicate with them, even if they speak English back to you, because they're trying to practice as well. So don't expect it to be perfect. And it also helps, also in the museums and stuff like that, even though they speak German while doing the tour and the guide will speak German, you can also have a pamphlet that is in English that it sort of tells you what's going on depending on the rooms that you're visiting. There's going to be, at the end of this video, some footage of when we went to visit the new residences and the old residences. And you'll see the guy speaking German. And I don't remember now, because now I've forgotten exactly which ones are at, but I'll try and link it as you're seeing them so you can see which rooms are they and stuff like that. Okay, so if you wanted to do the beer trip, this right here, there is a package that you can buy at the information center that brings a backpack, some coasters, a mug, and coupons for the beers. What they do is they give you a map with all the breweries in Bamberg, and you can go and try one beer of your choice. You can't have more than 2 in the same city, but if you wanted to have the same one for another day and you're staying more than 1 day, then go ahead and go, because most of them don't really pay attention and they don't remember you from the day before. There's a lot of turnabout when it comes down to the city of Bamberg and beers. So all the breweries are going to have a lot of new customers almost every time. There are tables that you can have for your own, but most of the time people share tables in there. There are picnic styles, or they're very large, and then you just sit in them and they have little banquets. It's really nice. It helps with the talking and not being on the phone kind of thing. Also, don't expect the service to be the same. Americans are used to having the service in a way that it's completely about the customer. Germans are used to having the service in a fashion of very fast, get to the point sort of thing. They don't sugarcoat you, which I think is great too. It just takes some getting used to. They're not going to pamper you very much, but they will give you nice service if you're nice to them as well. So just don't be mean because they're different. That's my advice. Now, as far as seeing things in the video, in the compilation of the footage that I have for the end of this video, you'll see how things are going to be very close to each other. So my last advice will be to actually look around you and try and get your footing. We didn't have to have parking in the city, but there's always parking, and when you get inside the city, you will see the signs that tell you where to park and if they have availability or not. If you don't know German, just make sure that the sign is in green or red, and that will tell you pretty much when they have availability or not. And the parking sign is the same, the P and the blue and just the line to that side. They are small, so if you're going to rent a car, make sure that you don't get a humongous car, a 4x4, because most of them have a minimum size and a maximum size when it comes down to underground parking, which is what they mostly have. And if they're over 6 feet tall, I am pretty sure, or 6'2" or something like that, I'm telling you, the parkings are tiny and the space are tiny. So you are going to have to get down the car most of the times, and your passengers as well, so that you can park in a way that you can get out. So try and get a car that is small and comfortable if you can. Also, there are things to do on the outside of the city of Bamberg. Again, you'll see footage at the end of this commentary. But you can get over there. It's about a 30-minute drive and it's very worth it. The outside is beautiful. It is the summer residence of the Prince Bishop of Bamberg, which you will see the residences in the actual city. And it is just so beautiful and so sad that he never saw it finished. But more of that to come. Lastly, you are going to try that very, very famous smoked beer. It tastes like bacon, you guys. Bacon flavored beer. It has that smoky, tangy sort of taste that you will get once you have meat that has been curated and smoked out, and it comes right out of it. And oh my mouth is sort of watering while I'm speaking about it. Anyways, it's very, very nice. It's also very expensive if you don't use the tickets. So, very nice tip that I didn't know, and this cost me a lot of money. So if you wanted to save, go to a regular store. They have the same beer at an Edeka, a Little, sometimes even a Kaufland, but you have to look for it in there. So Edeka or Little in the same city, look for it because they have it. I don't remember the name. I'll link it in the description below. It is worth tasting, but if you want to try it and take some with you, depending on where you live, you might want to double check that you can. But if you wanted to take that with you, you double check that it's okay, go to a regular store. It's cheaper that way. Also, most places in Bamberg are going to have the breakfast included, so make sure yours does, because they don't all do it. They have to have the breakfast is included, or they'll tell you they do not. If you're booking through booking.com and stuff like that, it'll tell you once you're booking. So don't just assume that because you're in Europe, you're going to have your breakfast included, because sometimes it does not. Also, most of the times it's better to rent a hotel that is family owned than a big chain hotel. In this case, we actually had to stay in a big chain hotel because there was nothing else available. But first, it was not bad. And second of all, you know the difference because the continental breakfast is more towards what everybody would like, as opposed to the bratwurst and the eggs and stuff like that you will get. So that is something to keep in mind. Without further ado, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and put the footage of that beautiful city of Bamberg. If you have any other questions that I haven't answered in this video, please go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I will put most of the links of what I know in the description below, as well as some of the prices and stuff like that that I was able to gather. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Leave me comments down below of other cities that you would like to see me review, and I'll do my best to do it. in my next adventure. I'll see you guys soon, and bye-bye.
Okay, y'all. So that's the dome. And if we go a little bit farther up, see if you can see the top. The sun is not being very helpful. Ouch. So through there, you got the old residences. So that's their old place. And that's over here. Let's see if you can see it. There you go. Over there is the entrance that gets you to the historical museum. And then this are what they called the new residences. It's supposed to all be 3 floors, except for that column over here that you can see has one more than everybody else. And pretty much when they got tired of living over there, they told somebody, which I'm going to put in the description below, to go ahead and build up a place new, and the new residence is what it is. Now you can get in by there, and there's a museum inside. It is now a center for music and arts. See? Up there. Not sure if you can read it. There. Focus. And it's very, very pretty. Statues. Okay. Hopefully I can get inside and tell you all what it's like. And that's the entrance, so you can see to the old place. Now the Museum of History of Bamberg. And that's another view of the towers. Those are the back towers of the dome, which is also where the symphonic plays. So I would try and look if they're having a performance or not, because if they do, you can't get in. Okay, see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so we entered the residences part. These are the big old stairs. Vaulted ceilings. These people knew how to build. You can see the dome from here. This is part of the galleries. This is amazing. Okay, who are you?
Somebody.
Yeah, right?
Look. I need the cuarto de
Right? That's a picture of all the pictures. He is right. These are the original floors. Of course, mirrors and marble. Okay, I don't like the creaky sounds. More stuff over here. Really, these people love the golden stuff. It's the second chamber, right? And there's more. The views are amazing for the outside. Galileo?
Yeah. Looks like.
Right?
To be a baño.
Huh. And that's it for the shoes. Okay.
Und hier bekommt der Besitzer meiner Residenz baugeschichtlich eine Gestalt das erste Mal, und zwar nur von Schmidtbäumen. Hier diesen Medaillon sieht man ganz schön. Ja, man sieht daran eben auch, dass er wirklich sehr, sehr mächtig und einflussreich war. Allein an der Darstellung des Wassers. Und das lag auch daran, dass er eben gleichzeitig neben Erzbischof oder Fürstbischof von Bamberg zu sein, Erzbischof von Mainz war. Und dann direkt ein Kaiser war. Und das erklärt auch warum dann.
There's no way I can take a picture of all this, so here we go. We're getting some other videos. Seriously, why do they paint the ceilings so that I can't? Oh man, beautiful. Right? My neck is gonna hurt so bad. Yep, we're upside down now. This is just amazing. And they have names underneath. That's Albertus. And then we have Fredericcus. And then Albertus II. And then Fredericcus the fourth. And Maximilian and Carolus, which is the German way of Carlos or Charles. And more beautiful ceiling paintings coming. Oh, okay, and here's where we turn, so I can show you the other side without breaking my neck, preferably. Yeah, it goes without saying, I'm drooling. Bernardinos again, Maximilian II. Ja. Matthias.
Eigentlich in einem Renaissance-Bau, der aber anschließend barockisiert worden ist. Was das genau? Eine sogenannte Offenat, diese Aneinanderreihung der Türen in genau. Gut, hier sind wir jetzt also im ehemaligen Wohn- und Audienzbereich des Kaisers. Sorry, please walk on the carpets. Thank you. Ja, nachdem aber der Kaiserbesuch auch hier irgendwann gebannt zu sein schien, dann war es eben auch möglich, diese Räume hier anders zu nutzen, in dem Fall als Frühstücksraum. Und zwar von den letzten offiziellen Bewohnern der Residenz Ruprecht und Madame Gabriele. Das war ein Wildesvater-Ehepaar und die haben hier in Bamberg, das dürfte sehr schnell deutlich werden, gerade wenn man sich diese tollen Stadtansichten von Venedig ansieht. Das sind Canaletto-Malereien, wirklich sehr, sehr wertvolle Stücke. Vor allem auch deswegen, weil sie zur damaligen Zeit eben wirklich die Möglichkeit geboten haben, gerade die Architektur sehr, sehr detailliert bei. So, hier sind wir jetzt also im ehemaligen Audienzraum des Kaisers. Das sieht man sehr schön, vor allem an der Farbe des Kaisers, dieses Purpurrot. Ganz typisch eben die Farbe des höchsten. Wurden unterschiedliche Holzarten verwendet, Teile ausgestellt und andere Hölzer eben eingesetzt. Und dadurch ist diese verschiedene Maserung zu erklären. Und dieser Boden hier auf dieser Etage ist komplett restauriert. Das heißt, er ist in dem Zustand, wie er ungefähr vor 350 Jahren ausgesehen hat. Wir werden diesen Boden auch nochmal ein Stockwerk unter uns sehen. Da ist er deutlich dunkler und mit weniger Kontrasten. Das liegt daran, dass eben da die Oberfläche und im Endeffekt der Schmutz der Jahrhunderte noch komplett anhaften. Hat aber durchaus auch seinen Charme, weil halt einfach man ihm das Alter etwas versagt. Das hier war. Ja, auch hier haben wir nochmal diesen wunderbaren Fußboden, ganz typisch hier auch mit dem Symmetriezentrum in der Mitte des Raumes. Und hier sieht man die sogenannte Brandschattierung auch sehr schön. Dieses beinahe in schwarz gehende, verfärbte Holz, das wurde punktuell mit Sand, der eben komplett erhitzt worden ist, gemeistert hat. Und auch sehr schön ist dieses Möbelstück, das ist ganz typisch Spätbarock Rokoko, diese geschwungenen, bauchigen Formen. Das Besondere daran ist, dass es komplett aus Rosenholzfolier besteht. Er ist da dargestellt, wie man sich landläufig einen König vorstellt, in Hermelin und Merz. Und er war eben auch sehr einflussreich, vor allem deswegen, weil er als Erzbischof von Mainz der 7. und entscheidende Kurfürst bei einem Unentschieden 3:3 war, der dann den Kaiser im Endeffekt im Alleingang wählen durfte oder musste. Ja, und um seine Stimme dann Karl VI. Zu geben, hat er ja einiges an monetären Mitteln verlangt, sprich eigentlich im Endeffekt Bestechungsgelder. Und die haben wirklich ausgereicht, sein Privatschloss Weißenfels in Thomasfelden zu erbauen. Das ist nicht weit weg von Bamberg. Das stammt wirklich komplett aus diesem Wahlgeld. Und da sieht man sehr schön, dass damals für Politik zu bringen. Das Ganze geschah auch. Der kleine Luitpold aber wurde leider nie zum König von Bayern aus 2 Gründen. Zum einen ist er im Alter von 14 Jahren an Kinderlähmung gestorben, damals eine sehr häufige Krankheit. Das Barock sich wirklich langsam dem Ende zuneigt und sich den Klassizismus überlegt. Das wird sehr schön deutlich anhand der komplett einfarbigen Farbgebung, die eben dann auch anschließend erzeugt worden ist. Und in den nächsten Wochen irgendwann auch hier dieses Spiel Einzug gehalten. Und nachdem die Etikette nicht mehr so, zum anderen aber auch anhand der kleinen Tische hier ringsum, die waren für diverse Gesellschaften und Brettspiele. Da kommt der St. Gardemaß 1,50 mal 1,50 auch noch mal ein Stück. Gut. Auffallend allerdings ist das Besondere und das Kostbare hier der sogenannte Stuckmarmor. Das ist ein künstlich hergestellter Marmor, der bekannterweise zur damaligen Zeit teurer war als echter Marmor. Aber man hat sich für diese Maße gegeben. Das ist aber ja genau der Fall bei dieser Aufstellung. Deswegen müssen Sie sich den Thron und die Empore hier in dieser Fensternische vorstellen. Es hatte auch noch einen anderen praktischen Grund, und zwar wurden die Räume zuvor bewusst sehr, sehr dunkel gehalten. Und deswegen musste sich das Auge des um Audienz Bittenden hier in diesem Raum eben erst an die Helligkeit gewöhnen. Und deswegen soll es so gewirkt haben, als ob Lothar Franz von Schönborn eine Art Heiligenschein umgeben hat. Das Ganze war aber einfach nur das Licht, was durch dieses Fenster in den Raum eingefallen ist. Also ich würde sagen, das von Ihnen mag es vielleicht bekannt vorkommen aus dem chinesischen Restaurant Ihres Vertrauens. Das nämlich soll hier auch genau erzeugt werden, dieses Ambiente. Wir sind hier im sogenannten chinesischen Kabinett und Sie werden sich wahrscheinlich fragen, und Tee kam ursprünglich aus Fernost und dementsprechend haben die Herrschaften eben geeignete Räumlichkeiten gebraucht, um dieses Tee auch standesgemäß zu sich zu nehmen. Das haben sie hier eben gefunden. Dass das Ganze erst nachträglich eingebaut worden ist, das sieht man sehr schön, wenn man sich mal die Decke anschaut. Da haben wir oberfränkischen Stuck zum einen und dann auf einmal fernöstliche Hölzer. Und auch sehr schön zu sehen ist, dass der ursprüngliche Raum eben etwas größer war. Gerade hier an dieser Wandseite, weil es diese Manufaktur auch heute in Lyon noch gibt. Und die haben eben damals, wo sie den Auftrag bekommen haben, ein Stück von diesem Seidendamast aufbewahrt und sehr gut lichtgeschützt konserviert, ist der eben auch heute noch erhalten. Es gäbe jetzt also die Möglichkeit, diese Wandbespannung hier komplett neu herzustellen. Damit gehen 3 Probleme einher. Das erste Problem wäre vor allem das der Bayerischen Schloss- und Seenverwaltung. Es wäre sehr, sehr teuer. Es würde wirklich Millionen Euro kosten, diese paar Quadratmeter hier neu zu gestalten. Das zweite Problem wäre, das ist auch mein persönliches.
Okay, you guys, we're inside the new residences now. And we're gonna get into the rose garden. And this is beautiful. I don't know if you can see, but all of those colors you see in here are all kinds of roses. And of course statues, because these people were all about gardens and statues. So we enter through the middle door over there, where those people are. There's another exit. This is the main one. And there are stairs over there. That's the left side. Here's the right side. There's more building. I can tell y'all it's better in person.